Welcome to another round of the Vitality Method smoothies. This one is a lot more complex than the last one we did. A lot more ingredients involved in this one, but what you're going to end up with is actually a hearty meal that will last you a good 3 to 4 hours, maybe even 5 depending on your appetite. And this is another one that I make every morning to sustain me for a good 4 hours as I'm teaching clients and running around the studio. So what we're going to start off with again is our base of hemp seeds, one of my favorite sources of protein. Now these hemp seeds, this is not going to be the only source of protein we're using today, so I'm only going to use like 3 tablespoons of the hemp seeds. So we'll just throw those in there. Now our next ingredient is going to be our cacao nibs. Again, I love these like I talked about last time. I'm also going to be using some cacao powder today, so I'm only going to use about a tablespoon and a half of the nibs. So we got a little bit of crunch there. Next thing we're going to put in is a little bit of the cacao powder. It's the exact same thing. It's a raw cacao. It's just ground up a little bit finer. And so for this one, for this smoothie, since it's a lot more volume here, we're going to put in just 2 nice tablespoons of the cacao powder. Now next up, put in some of our magical goji berries. Just a nice handful, whatever hand size you have is fine. Throw those in there. Maybe just a pinch more because they are awesome. Another ingredient that we're going to put in that we didn't put in last time, this is Camu powder. This berry, which is harvested down by the Amazon, is the highest vitamin C food on the planet. It has a little bit of a sour taste, but in a smoothie like this, you won't even notice it. You'll just get all the benefits of the vitamin C. This one, just about a teaspoon of this. Throw that in there. Next up, acai powder. Again, good antioxidant and a little bit of omega-3s. Teaspoon and a half of this. We're going to end up with this, just a really beautiful colored smoothie. Now, a little bit of mesquite powder is the next ingredient. Mesquite powder is really good for stabilizing the blood sugar. It also has just a nice little sweet, smoky taste. Just under a teaspoon of this is what you want. And then we're going for the maca powder. Maca powder is really good for energy, really good for hormone balance. And this one, about a teaspoon and a half of this. And too much maca powder can kind of throw off the flavor profile on this, but it is good nonetheless. Just a little bit is just enough. We're also going to add some coconut oil in here today. Brand new jar of coconut oil. I'm going to open up here. And the coconut oil, again, is just a really good fat. For most of you that have been down in my studio, you know that I'm a big promoter of fat. I love my fat. And but what I'm talking about here is raw plant fat, not bacon fat. Raw plant fat, very good for you, good for the skin, something all your cells need. Next in the list, like I said, there's a lot of ingredients in here, but it's just an awesome smoothie. We're going to go for some Sunwarrior activated barley. This is a nice prebiotic. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and it's a slow release carb. So if you're going to be active, you're going to be working out sometime in the morning or sometime in your day, this is good to put in there, just a nice slow release carb. If not, if you just want this type of smoothie and you have an office job, you're going to be sitting around for a while, you can leave that out because it's some extra carbs. And finally, the best protein I've ever tried in my life. Way better than whey protein, none of the weird stuff that you get from soy protein. This is the Sunwarrior brown rice protein. It's raw, it's vegan, wonderful product, just a silky smooth protein. We'll throw some of that in there. So next are our berries, our fresh blueberries. Well, they're frozen actually. So we're going to put a bunch of these in there. Again, this just really makes the smoothie delicious. Again, nice, good antioxidant. For some sweetness, another good antioxidant, some frozen cherries. Throw some of those guys in there. And that's it. A lot of ingredients, but when all these mix together, it's beautiful. We're going to put in a little bit of water, bring it up to about 24 ounces there. out of water, but bring your line up to about 24 ounces. And I'm using a bigger container, not using the magic bullet this time, because this is a lot more smoothie that we're making here. All right, so here we go. That's it, quick mix. Grab a nice little glass here. And here we go. Nice, good, strong antioxidant, lots of protein, good carbs. Coconut oil, don't really taste it too much, but it gives it just a nice, smooth, creamy texture. Again, enjoy this. You don't have to use every single one of these ingredients, but all the flavor profiles really go well together. So pick and choose, experiment, and have fun. The possibilities are endless. These wonderful products, again, are available at the vitalitymethod.com website, or please, by all means, stop by the studio, pick them up. We've got all these things in stock, and you'll love the way you feel using these products. Getting a little bit of raw food in your diet, unprocessed food, you'll feel incredible, and you're on your way to having true vitality in your body. Again, stop by our address, again, 2590 Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, Suite D, Duluth, Georgia. Our phone number, 678-957-3000. Hope to see you soon.